2, looking at the positive student actions.
So we need to work out then what those students were doing that led to their success. One thing I noticed when I was walking around today was that those 5 students who did well were really using the notes that they had taken during the intern and new material to help them during the independent practice.
Really? I mean, that's awesome. I also think they were pretty excited about their fraction tile. I mean, I think they worked diligently throughout the whole entire class.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Okay, so that was step 2. I want you to take a couple of notes there. So really try to identify what is Lauren doing to make this conversation go smoothly. All right, step 3.
So what I want to do now is actually want to think about what you did to get those specific students to do what they were doing, which was like taking those really clear notes and feeling excited about the assignment, because we identified those 5 students with the successful outcomes, and I want to think, and I think we know why, which was again taking the notes and being excited. What do you think led to that positive experience for them? I'm sure it was something you did yourself, and I want you to think about the rubric and possible contributing teacher action.
So if I really think about it, you know, before I was prioritizing E1, so I think I've really improved it. I mean, I've really started to present academic content well, because we talked about it last week. It actually wasn't just those 5 who were doing well, though, in my I&M, now that I think about it. Believe it or not, considering what you saw later in the lesson when you came in, things were going pretty well, and I was on track with my lesson plan.
So can you explain to me what those positive student actions, like how the impact of your presenting content had on them? Because the link isn't totally clear to me.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's kind of like what you said last week. I think I was capturing their interest. I feel pretty confident, and I was able to explain why mixed numbers are important, how to do what they needed to do. I was able to model it for them. I don't think they could have taken clear notes if I wasn't being clear, and I think, you know, I actually probably convinced them that it's fun to use the fraction pieces.
That actually makes a lot of sense to me, and it sounds from our conversation last week and the next steps then that you took were actually pretty successful. I also saw you introducing new material earlier this week, and I agree that you were doing a much better job explaining your key points and engaging your students.
Okay, so we're going to pause right there and allow you to take a couple of notes on step 3. All right, step 4. I mean, I know, I think it's because during the intro to new material, I've been able to think through and plan everything I need to say. And even though students can ask questions, like, I know what to say. So, I mean, I guess I just feel comfortable. I've practiced my explanations. I'm confident about what I'm saying, which definitely isn't true later in the lesson because they throw me off. And it's so hard. Like, once they're working in groups or independently, I wish I could just do whole class instruction the whole lesson. I bet they'd actually probably learn more that way.
Interesting. It sounds as though the reason why you're doing better with explaining content is that you're confident in your ability to do so well. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I guess I do, but it doesn't help when it comes to practice. I mean, I've been rehearsing my instructions over and over and over again in front of the mirror with my other collabs, and then whatever I say in front of my class results in chaos. I mean, it's so frustrating, especially when I really think they do know it. They're just not doing it.
So I actually want to stop because I think one of the most important things of this conversation is for us to isolate what it is that you're doing well so that you can then apply those skills to other parts of your instruction. And so I'm thinking, is there a way for us to apply these newfound presentation skills to other parts of your lesson?
Yeah, maybe. Okay, so we're going to stop there. And in your table group, I want you to spend about 5 minutes. We've just gone through the strengths. So we started with our student outcomes in step number 1. And then we went down the strengths in step numbers 2, 3, and 4. And so in the school team table, I want you to just think about what is Lauren as a CMA doing that's leading to the positive results we see in this conversation? What is the core member doing that shows exactly what you want them to be doing to increase their own effectiveness? And then also make sure that we're increasing student achievement. So you have about 5 minutes.